Hello everyone, welcome to my kitchen. My name is Michael and today I wanted to share with you one of the ingredients that I'll be putting into my ramen that I'm going to be making this week. And I'm going to be making Shichimi Togarashi, and I've got all my ingredients laid out here and we're going to get that put together. So this is the spice base for my ramen dish that I'll be making this week, and that video will be coming up very soon, so definitely wait for that if you're watching this in the future to check out the video where I make the ramen using these ingredients here. So I have a coffee grinder here, or spice grinder, whatever you want to use. If you've got one of the little small Cuisinarts, you can definitely use one of those. You can also use a mortar and pestle if you've got one of those. You can definitely use that to put all the ingredients together for the spice seasoning that we're going to be making today. So I have a half a pint jar here. This yields about a half a cup is what we're going to be using. So I've got this size here, which is about twice the size of what it would normally be, and that way I can shake it up and get it mixed together. And I've got a little lid here that I'll be putting on it. You want the ingredients to be in an airtight container, so whatever you use, you can definitely use that. And this will store in the pantry for 4 months. So definitely make this ahead of time, and that way you'll have it ready to go when you get ready to make your ramen. So I've got 2 zest of 2 oranges, and if you haven't seen my videos on how I zest my oranges, I'll put that link in that description box below. You can see how I did those. So this is the zest of 2 oranges, and I'm going to go ahead and put that into my grinder that I've got here. Now I've got 1 teaspoon of Sichuan pepper. So these are whole peppercorns, and I'm going to go ahead and put these in my blender as well. And then I've got 1 teaspoon of black pepper, and these are real whole peppercorns, and I'm going to go ahead and put those in there. And I'm going to give this a mix together and go ahead and get this process started. All right, so I wanted you to see what that looks like here. My spices that I've got mixed together. I'm going to give that just a little bit of a blend more. I see just a few of the peppercorns hadn't got completely integrated into that, so I'm going to give this another pulse. All right, that looks good now. So now I'm going to go ahead and take my jar that I've got here, and I've got a little funnel on the top of it, and I'm just going to use that so that I can get everything into the container easily. All right, as we move on, I've got those ingredients in there. I just want to mention again that my orange zest that I had here was dried. I did put that in the food dehydrator, and I did dry that out. So you definitely want to have everything in here dry. That way it'll be shelf stable for that time that it'll be in this container. So if you haven't checked out my video on how I air dry things, I'll have that link in that description box below as well, how I put the orange zest into my dehydrator and dehydrated that. So we're moving on now. All right, so I've got 1/3 of a cup of pepper flakes. This is crushed pepper flakes. This is going to add the heat to our ramen. And if you don't want to put this much in it, you can definitely cut back on this, or you can add more if you like it really spicy. So I've got 1/3 of a cup here, and I'm just going to go ahead and give that a little blend also, so that we get all of that broken down so that we put it into our mixture. All right, so now I've got my crushed pepper flakes ready to go into my jar. Now I've got 1 sheet of nori here that I'm going to tear up and I'm going to put into that. So this is just 1 sheet of nori, and I'm going to put that in here and just kind of break this up into little pieces. That way the spice blender here or your coffee grinder will be able to tear that up pretty well. All right, now that I've got that broken up into little pieces, let's blend that together. All right, I've got my nori now. I've got that all ground up, so let's go ahead and add that to my other ingredients in my jar. All right, my next ingredient, I've got 2 teaspoons of white sesame seeds. We'll add those in. And then I've got 2 teaspoons of my black sesame seeds. We'll go ahead and add that in. And I've got 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. You don't have to put this in there if you don't want to, but I'm going to go ahead and put that in here with these sesame seeds and help that along with that process. Let's give this a pulse now. All right, I've got that mixture combined together now, so let's add that to the other ingredients. All right, I am back, and we have our ingredients all mixed together now, so I'm just going to give a little help with this with the knife and just kind of stir it up just a little bit here. I want to make sure everything gets incorporated into this. You can put the top on it, make it airtight, and then just give it a shake and get everything all mixed together. There we go. We have our Shichimi Togarashi already made for our ramen this week. So check out this video coming up on the ramen. I hope you're going to like that. And if you like this content, maybe you might consider giving me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. You can use this spice on a lot of things. Not only can you use it in ramen, but it would be a great seasoning base if you wanted to season any chicken or any other meats that you might have. Would be great for this. So definitely give this a try. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you've made this before, let me know in the comment section if you do anything different to it. And maybe you might want to check out one of these other 2 videos over here. You might find something else you like. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you on what you think of this seasoning for our upcoming ramen. All right, thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you in my next video. Bye-bye now.